What's up guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, I'm Sanjay Suresh. I'm a 17-year-old junior in high school, but in my free time, I like to run a few reselling businesses, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the products I sold on Amazon in May. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with the least profitable items and then work our way up. I'm not going to be able to show you guys every item, but I will talk about each item. So to start off, first three items were sold at losses. I sold a book. I sold it for $28. I paid $32, so I ended up losing $16 after fees. That book I've had for 2 years now, so I mean at least I got some money back. And the other two items that have losses were actually just returns. Right now it shows up as a loss because they got returned, so I lose some money on the fees. And then the first few profitable items I made like $1 to $2 each on. Those are all mostly older items. Like I sold Call of Duty Modern Warfare for $52. I paid $40, so I made $2 on that. I originally sold that for like $65. A year ago it got returned and it was open, so I had to sell it as used. I'm glad I was able to still make money on it though. And then I've got a bunch of one-off items. I sold a pack of these jelly beans. I bought a bunch of jelly beans and some other Easter candy from Walmart, and I just held on to it for a while. And so I paid $1 for the 2-pack, and it sold for $11. I made almost $5. A pack of deodorant I bought at grocery outlet, I made $5.50. And then this item right here, I can't show it, but it's a pack of 3. I sold for $39. Seasonal item, it came back in January, and I was making bank off this item. I think this is probably one of my most profitable items on the year. I was buying it from Target for about $20, and I was selling it for $50 to $56 originally. Then more sellers came on the listing, so I had to drop my price. But even at $39, I'm still making $6 on each sale, so that's good. Right now I am the only seller, but I'm keeping my price at $39.99 just because the price has been so low for so long that it's going to take a while to slowly work the price up to like $55 as the item slowly gets phased out from stores as its like season ends. I sold 8 of these Crystal Light drink mix packs, so it's a 2-pack of peach tea, like the little containers, and I had those for a pretty long time. I decided to just sell out of them, take a quick profit. So I sold 8 units and I only made $10 on that, which is not really good, but this used to be a pretty great replenishable of mine. I sold a ton of these last year in 2 and 4 packs. I'll throw up the revenues somewhere here. I made pretty good money and I had some left over. And then this is another one of my replenishables. I sold 8 units and I made $10. Again, not that great, but it's just some leftover units that I had from when I was selling a ton of these a year ago. I sold 4 of these Maxwell instant coffees from grocery outlet. I paid $2.50 each, and they sold for about $10 each. So total, I made $12. Super easy. You didn't have to polybag them or anything. Just put the label on and go. That's why I bought them, because it was just an easy, $10. So margins aren't too bad on that. This is a funny one. I sold this 3-pack of Vert Allergy pills. I made a video about how to sell groceries on Amazon. I did a little haul, and this item was in that haul. I didn't send any of those items out until like a month ago. So some of them are expired, obviously. Some of them I ended up having to throw away, which was kind of a waste of money. But I did get to make that video, so I mean, the video has only made me like $2, so don't think I'm banking off that. But $12 on this sale, which kind of makes up for some of the items I had to throw away. I sold 2 of these Lucetta, I think that's how you say it, body washes. That was kind of a hassle because they're like pump bottles, so bagging them was kind of weird. And also, I think I got an IP claim for that listing, so I'm going to avoid that brand from now on. Sold a calculator. I bought a ton of calculators about a year ago for, I want to say like $200. I sold a ton of them back to school 2020, but I had like, I don't know, maybe 10 left over. So, they just sell every once in a while, and I make like $15 per sale. Let's Go Eevee, I bought that on Black Friday, but it never got sent out, and I ended up making $16. This Pond's makeup remover, I bought 2 of those at Rite Aid, and that was merchant fulfilled. I ended up making $18 on those 2. I wanted to go buy more. They didn't have more at the Rite Aid. They only have them at CVS, and they're still full price, so it's not really worth it. I can't show that one. That's a newer replenishable. 3 units. I bought them on eBay, $11 each, selling them for about almost $30 each. So I ended up making $22 on those 3 units. Some Target Arbitrage. I should probably screen record. All right, so now you can actually see the listings I was pointing at. So these 2 listings, I ended up making combined total $40. Those have been sitting for a couple months at least. And then I sold 5 packs of this Mio that I got from Grocery Outlet. I was actually going to put those on eBay, but then I saw the Amazon listing, so I just threw them up merchant fulfilled, and they ended up selling. So I sold them for like $13, $14 each, and I paid $4 per pack. So I ended up making $25 on that. This is another replenishable that I've been selling for 4 years now. I'm pretty proud of that one. It doesn't make that much money, but during Q4 the prices usually go up, so it's more profitable, and it's also on sale during Q4. So okay, this item I really liked. So I sold 6 units, I made $45. Now I actually bought 60 units about like 3 or 4 months ago. The beginning of the year, Walmart used to sell these for $12 for 2, and I would sell them for like $30 to $40. All the sellers came off the listing. Walmart went out of stock. I was like, man, where can I get some more of this? Because I didn't expect to get more, but I did a Google search, and this website Stock Up Express came up, which looked like a grocery like wholesaler / distributor, and they were selling these 6 packs for like $60 plus shipping. So it came out to about $22 per 2 pack, but I ended up buying 60 units, and they sold very consistently throughout the months, and I just sold, that was my last 6 units I had, I'm pretty sure. I've sold that throughout the last 4 Q4s, I believe, but this was definitely the highest scale I've got it to. 1 unit, Scrabble Plus, I sold for $70. So I bought that for $249 from Goodwill. I listed this as new. It was kind of a risk, but the thing was, it was brand new and sealed. It still had the Best Buy price sticker on it, and the box was in perfect condition. So I sent it in as new because it's like a super old item. There's a very low chance that I get an IP claim or a copyright claim for something like this, because it's like an item from like 2008. It's so unlikely that someone is going to want to do an IP claim or something like that. Only issue I could run into is a used sold as new claim, but just to protect myself in case that did happen, I took a picture of it to show the seal. It's been more than a month, I want to say, and I haven't got a return, so that is a $50 profit on 1 unit. I sold 6 4-packs of this Monster Frankenberry cereal. I got it at Grocery Outlet for $4 for a pack of 4, and I made $66 on all 6 units. Sold them for about $30 each. The expiration date was kind of close, basically at Amazon's cutoff, so I didn't buy a ton of units of that, and the rank was kind of high. I sold 7 packs of these Reese's white chocolate peanut butter eggs. That's the other item I bought from Walmart's Easter clearance. I just waited a few weeks, and then I threw them up merchant fulfilled, and they ended up selling for about $20 per 2 pack, and I paid $3.48 per 2 pack. I had to pay $8 for priority shipping though. I would use padded flat rate envelopes because they were more than a pound. I ended up making $88 on all 7 units. I wish I bought more of that. I left some behind. I planned on going to another Walmart that day, and I didn't make it, and then I just never went. So I'm glad I finally got rid of these. I had 15 bags of the Sweet Tart Hearts Valentine's candy. I bought these in January, and I never sent them to FBA because I was gonna send them in as 6 packs. I never got around to bagging them, and then I decided to list them merchant fulfilled because I saw there were no FBA sellers, just a few merchant fulfilled, and I could make like $3 or something per unit. They sold pretty well, sold pretty fast, so I ended up making almost $100 off that, and a bunch of people bought like multiple packets, which saved me a lot on shipping, so that's why the profit is a bit more. Moving on, this is another item that I could show you guys. I bought these Equal Pumpkin Spice Sweetener on clearance at Safeway. 20 units at about like $11 each, so $208 revenue, and I ended up making almost $100 profit on that. I sold those throughout Q4 as well. That's when I started buying those. I was buying them from Walmart for retail, and then they started going on clearance at a few of the Safeways in my area, so I was picking them up. 13 of this video game from Target, almost $100 profit. The margins aren't as good on that one. You can see it's $500 revenue for $94 profit, but the reason I took it was because it's a game I've sold before. Weren't that many sellers. Amazon wasn't on the listing, so basically everything checked out. This listing, along with these 2 listings, are all the same item, except this is a 4-pack and these other listings are 2-packs. And I really wanted to go in and merge the listings, I just never got around to it, but there's 2 separate listings for the same item. I have my item listed on both of them because I can get basically an infinite supply of these. Walmart never runs out of this, and I've been selling it for at least like 2 or 3 years now. And this brings in most of my revenue, not most of the profit. The margins are not great on this at all. Merchant fulfilled, I'm probably selling it for $19. If it's FBA, I will get between $20, $22 depending on is anyone else in stock? Am I like ready to ship? Is it not in fulfillment center transfer? A bunch of different stuff goes into pricing those, but overall, 112 plus 136 plus 336, all on kind of the same item that I buy from mostly Walmart. I had like 5 units from Target, that's why it says Target here as well. But that's one replenishable I try to always have in stock. And that is, I just realized that is the last item. It's pretty funny, I actually found out about that item through someone on Instagram, and I doubt they still sell it, but it's made me thousands of dollars. Hopefully this provided you guys with some insight into like what I sell, where I source, maybe just giving you too much information about my business, but as you can see, I don't really do private label, I don't really do wholesale, I don't really sell any used items anymore like I used to. I used to do a lot of thrifting with used electronics, and my margins range between like 10 to 20%. They're not that high. That's just kind of how it is with some of my replenishables making up most of the revenue. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions, I usually respond to all my comments. So I'll see you guys in the next one.